in order for women to grow, we need others. We need to go in a safe container and grow with other women who will listen to us, who will love us, and we will heal together.
Last time when we talked to C, she mentioned a lot about limitations of women and then what they think every day, but we never really elaborated on that. So today we're here once again and trying to drill down to the details of that. So if you want to say a few things about what the limitations are, C, that would be a great start.
Yes. So according to a lot of research, it showed that for women, our limiting belief is who we think we are and who we think we are not. The truth is life is actually responding to us. Life is not happening to us. Inside the core belief and assumptions about who we are or what is possible or what is not possible. And we tend to behave in ways that generate and reinforce the evidence of those stories. Okay. We really need to get this straight as women. Life is really just mirroring back to us, okay? And matching how you are showing up in this world. If we show up from the part of us that is stuck in the old story and powerless, we will continue to generate evidence, more evidence to prove that why we cannot achieve what we want. In other words, you cannot achieve on top of feeling I am not lovable. Okay? You cannot achieve or attract a lovable person if you believe that you're not lovable. Okay. And you cannot impact the world if you feel that you have nothing to contribute to the world. What we have to do is to really get connect with the weakest part of us to the part of us that is wiser now, older now, who know more. And you start to show up more powerfully for other people. And when that happens, guess what? You shatter your inner glass ceiling and your life start to reorganize and others begin to reflect back to you, to the truth of who you are. So in my story, for many, many years, I struggled to get tractions in the area of my career. That was one of my inner glass ceiling. I sensed that I have this potential to teach, to serve. And even when I go to conferences and I hear all the speaker, and I really feel that, oh my God, I have something important to contribute. But guess what? But I worry that I was being too much, too arrogant, because I haven't had make anything to make my name known. So when I practice this work, I discovered that life is just responding back to how I show up. Okay? Now, many times I would just disappear my thought, my feelings, because I feel like I don't have enough. I don't know enough. I'm not smart enough. And so I would just disappear myself. You see, my core belief is I'm invisible. I am not enough. So I don't see any opportunities come to me because I disappear myself. Through this practice, I got connected to the deeper truth of who I am. And I shattered the inner glass ceiling because I took responsibility to show up in a new way.
Yeah, I like that idea of breaking glass ceiling. But I can see that being a problem, seeing the ladies around me, and sometimes they're aware of that. But at the same time, it could be procrastinating or some variations of that. It's like you're aware, but you can't break through, right? So I'm curious how you better battle with that kind of inner thought.
Yes, like I say, for many years, I am just like all these women. We struggle, we push through, and we're just trying so hard, and we feel exhausted. But at the same time, we feel like we are hitting the glass ceiling. Now, one thing is we need to get this straight for women. In the masculine system, we feel ashamed to ask for help. And if I don't know how to solve the problem, I feel like, oh, I must be dumb. I feel so embarrassed and I'm scared to tell people that I don't know how to answer the question. So when I really take responsibility and say that, yes, I don't know that question, I need to find out who know the answer. And I start to stand up and first embrace who I am. I acknowledge what I know, what is my strongest part, and I also embrace my weakest part. Whatever I don't know, I start to ask for help. And then at the same time, in order for women to grow, we need others. We need to go in a safe container and grow with other women who will listen to us, who will love us, and we will heal together.
It's funny when you talk about that situation. In my head, I was thinking, yeah, this is the assumption for guys too. If we ask for help, sometimes we'll be interpreted as weak. It's funny to me. It's interesting to me that girls think the same way too. Yeah.
Yes, we all think this way. It's not our fault because in the last 100 years, we were taught in this strong masculine way of thinking, and we thought asking for help is weak. I am not capable for the positions that I'm holding. And there's a stigma about asking for help. So people tend not to ask for help. And guess what? Many times we were not taught how to ask for support. Right? And so as a man, you probably, if you have a spouse or a partner, you probably see that women, we get so overwhelmed. Like we were just so overwhelmed, so sad and so angry sometimes that we was like, there's so much thing that I have to do. And it really takes a feminine man to realize that, to see that in a female, and for the man to actually say, hey, is there anything I can help you? And guess what women usually say? Nothing. There's nothing you can help. Just leave me alone. Because for many years, that is how I answered that question. But if you actually sit down with a woman and say, hey, honey, let's break that down into step by step. What do you have to do? When you break them down to, okay, I have to pick up laundry, I have to drive the kids to soccer, I have to pick up grocery, I have to cook, I have to do this, I have to do that. A man will say, guess what? I can pick up grocery, I can pick up the laundry, I can cook tonight, and I can bring the kids for a walk, or I can drive the kids for soccer game or ballet. And the woman was like, really? You can do that? And you mean that I don't have to do it all by myself? You see that?
Yeah, sounds like it's a trick I should try on my partner tonight. And see how it goes.
Yes, and so that's one thing, women, we really have to get it straight. We don't have to do everything by ourselves. Just by asking a simple question, who can help me? Or can you help me? And that will solve so much problems.
Wow. Yep. I guess that's a wrap here because we are at time today. And yeah, this is a really interesting conversation. I have some homework to do tonight to talk to my partner. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode.